You know, it just occurred to me. It's been over 45 minutes since the Duchess placed an order with Amazon. So they sent over a delivery driver to do a health and welfare check. Although between you and I'm pretty sure it's actually called a wealth check.
And now, here are your hosts of Pipe and Cigar Smoking Vets.
So welcome back to Pipe and Cigar Smoking Vets. And this week we are going to do M by Macanudo. And this is actually let me see if I can get it up on camera to focus, espresso with cream. And I'll tell you, the moment I took it out of the cellophane, I could smell it right away. Very much espresso-y. It is espressoing its feelings, if you will. And the makeup of this cigar is actually very unique in that it is Nicaraguan filler. It's got a wrapper from the Philippines, and I believe it said, let me double check this now. I don't want to be putting out the wrong, yes, there it is. It is a barber pole, Indonesian, Maduro, and they actually said Connecticut, but it seems more of a natural than a Connecticut leaf to me. So, we know what we got to do. You can tell it's coming to the end of the month because I didn't have my cutter, I didn't have my light, I was just unprepared, y'all. So, here we go. Show that big old M to y'all. With the V cut. Now, there's only one more thing in order to get started. That wasn't it, I promise. Are you done? We gonna fire this son bitch up and see where it takes us. Gonna let it warm up. I'll give you my impressions by the thirds. Alrighty, here we are now. 11 and a half minutes in. And I don't have my ashtray right beside me for a change. Sorry about that, y'all. And you can see actually on the back side there is a dip. I'm not going to give it any attention just yet. I'm just going to let it try and even itself out. Wow. That looks awkward tonight, doesn't it? Hey, so far in this first third, I'm getting creamy notes with the espresso hints in it. You know, usually it would be the other way around. As the primary flavors. On the finish, I'm getting more of some woodsiness and some leathery notes. It is a very firm pack, and there's been a few times where it does feel like the cigar is going out on me. So, just one where you gotta make sure that you don't let too long in between draws. See, very little, but if I keep on going like that, I'll eventually get that smoke output. So, it's definitely a cigar that you're going to need your patience with, but stick around and I'll let you know how a second third transitions. Alright, here we are now at 20 minutes in. I did have to touch up that big dip, and you see it's not tight, it's not razor sharp, but it doesn't need attention at this time. So now take the time to peel it off. No issues. Flavoring, the to me, espresso is always very sweet, and some of that sweetness has come off. It's more of a coffee. The creaminess is even backed off. It's more of a coffee right on the front. You got a little bit of creaminess in the middle, and a little hint of woodiness on the finish. See, I'm with the band off now. You can see I'm about halfway through the cigar, a little over halfway through the second third. The smoke output still is almost like you got to fight for it for the smoke production. The body is borderline between a medium to full. So it wouldn't surprise me if by the end of this cigar it'll be at a medium to full. Stick around as I transition into the final third and the final overall thoughts of the M by Macanudo Espresso with Cream. Alright, 33 minutes in. I'm just making it to the final third, and I gotta tap out on this one. It hasn't been on my favorites list, so as this was transitioning into the final third, it was more just a coffee and dark chocolate, unsweetened dark chocolate, which to me is not a good combination. I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate anyway. So, with that being said, we'll see ya with the new look next month. Happy smoking.